There's this Houston rapper called Pronto Shimmy, and it was a nice dance. And then we saw Deshaun Watson do it back when I was in high school too. So from that, I stick to it, and I added a little bit of my own stuff to that dance.
Speaking of your own stuff, what are you hoping to show potential as GMs and coaches this week?
Just that I'm a great player. Just basically, I'm great to talk to. I'm kind of lighthearted and just basically them going through my film, see what type of player I am. Very effective pass rusher, very high energy and everything like that. And I feel like that's what GMs and coaches really like about a player for their organization.
A tight-knit community, obviously, at K-State. A lot of former players have gone through this process. Tyler Lockett, Jordy Nelson, the list goes on. How much have they come back to Manhattan and maybe talk to you guys on what to expect coming through this process?
They talked a lot to us. They were just telling us what the things that we got to look for, the things that we can do, the things that we can do, and how to be, once you're under pressure, just to be calm and poised, honestly, with everything that's going on around you. Because honestly, at the end of the day, if you just have hard work and every day if you be humble, you'll go far in this league. So that's basically what they preach to us.
The Chiefs haven't drafted a K-Stater in quite a while. What would it mean to you if all of a sudden you hear the Kansas City Chiefs select and it's you?
It'll be nice. Not gonna lie. It'll be a crazy experience. I'm not gonna lie to you on that one.
Felix, have you had any conversations with Mike Tomlin, Pittsburgh Steelers, in a formal informal meeting?
I did. I talked to Mike Tomlin. He's a great guy. I love him. It's funny because we were just talking about how I'm African and how he had African players in the past and stuff like that. And he was just talking about he's trying to pronounce my name. He almost got it though, but it was a fun experience talking to him.
What do you think about possibly playing for a guy like that? Because the players coach kind of like Tomlin is kind of weird as being a guy that these guys kind of gravitate towards.
Oh, I love that. It would be basically just like Chris Kleiman because he's a player coach too. And I see some stuff with Mike Tomlin with Chris Kleiman because they focus more on the player than not saying they focus more on the player than football, but it's just they want to make sure that the players are right, make sure that he's have a good mental before they focus on anything else.
Is there anything watching your game? Is there a go-to pass rush move that you kind of think is your go-to that you have when you're trying to get in the corner? Because there's a lot of cases where you kind of work around the corner and then you counter back inside across the tackle space.
Yeah.
What's kind of your go-to move that you have or that you're working on now so that way you can consistently get the corner to the next level?
My go-to move is basically just try to beat him with power, see if he's weak or not, see if he's fast or not. So every time I try to start with the long arm, because with me starting with the long arm, it just depends on, for me it determines what type of tackle he is. If he's fast, if he's weak, if he's anything like that. And then from there I just work around and use other pass rush moves.
Yeah. Is there any hand usage, swipe, cross cut, anything?
I do pretty much almost all of them. It depends on what type of tackle it is. I study it throughout the week, see which one will work best against that tackle. It's just that they're real well coached, and Bryce Young is a phenomenal quarterback. So they found our weaknesses and stuff like that, especially man and stuff like that. So they just attacked it, and that's how basically they were able to beat us.
You guys had that hard on the stars kind of thing up in your locker room. It seems like Alabama players kind of fed off that a little bit when they read about that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they got all 5-star recruits. They got all those big-time players. So they're just we at Kent State, we just wanted we had a good year, and we just wanted to show out and show that that with hard work and without NIL deals, all that stuff, we can still try to play football.
Felix, naturally, most people are trying to go ahead and figure out your own kind of skill set.
I can't hear you.
Most people are trying to go ahead and impress on their own skill set here at the Combine, but when you were up in the Big 12, who's the best offensive tackle you went up against?
I think the best offensive tackle I played against my whole year was probably Anton Harrison. He had quick feet, great hands, he's very physical, and playing against him was much of a battle. I'm not going to lie to you. He's a great guy. I respect him a lot. So.
You talked a little bit about prepping with offensive tackles going into the week. What goes into it on game day of keeping an offensive tackle guessing, setting them up with different moves?
It is on game day because I already know they study film on me.
Yeah.
So obviously, there's been times that I always use long arm, so I know they're going to try to chop it down. So I'm still going to start using the long arm, and then once they chop it down and see what's going on, I have a counter move whenever they're going to suspect it. Especially like there's one play, probably Iowa State, I hit them with a fake long arm, and then I ghost under, got the sack. So I just keep them guessing basically throughout the whole week.
Can you talk about your preparation for this week? What did you do to prepare?
For this week? I had various meetings with, especially with my trainer. He had a lot of people come in just for interview prep, stuff like that, just to be helpful to talk with teams and stuff like that. And then that's basically what I came through this week.
What was the most important thing you took away from the preparation?
Just be yourself, honestly. You don't want to be what's called fake guy. I'm not saying a fake guy, but you don't want to be too nervous, because if you're not yourself, you're going to be obviously nervous. If you just be yourself, everything will work out. So that's what I just basically did.
Felix, your bend is really impressive at the top of the rush. I'm curious if you think that's something that'll set you apart in this draft class, and if that's something you've worked on throughout your years at K-State.
I think it will set me apart. Ben was probably the number one thing I worked on coming to high school, from high school to college, and I feel like I had a coach in high school that told me that once you have a great bend, you can get to the pass. I mean, you can get to the quarterback any way possible, and with that, I harp on that a lot. So that I'm blessed, and I'm truly blessed to be able to have a great bend like that.
How have you developed that part of your game and flesh that out? Is there drills that you worked on, or anything like that?
Figure eight drill, and also we had this one drill with like a medicine ball with a cone. It's kind of weird. I forgot how to basically lowers our level, so it's like almost like we're about to fall or anything like that, but we have to stand ourselves up. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to describe what type of drill it is, but we do that almost every week just to help our bend.
Felix, I'm not sure if you already said this or not, but where are you training and who are you training with?
House of Athlete, Yo Murphy.
There's a lot of Nigerian pass rushers in the NFL. Talk about that legacy and what it means to you and how you want to continue that.
I think it just a lot of Nigerians are freak athletes, honestly. So I'm glad to be a part of that too. It just I don't know how to speak on that. It's because it's just a common thing we all carry, really, is in our energy to the ball, really, our relentless rush. Because I feel like we're all Nigerians and the Africans like that. They have the same common type of motive, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious what you're doing to work on your run defense as you prepare.
My run defense, just a lot of hip workouts like that, and I'm getting my upper body stronger so I can attack the blocks better. So that's basically what I'm working on.
Do you have a target weight or anything that you're working towards?
Probably to 260-ish, around 260.
Who's your agent?
Tommy Condon and RJ Gonzo.
Junior or senior? Condon Junior or Condon Senior?
Junior.
Okay, appreciate it.
Felix, I'm not sure that everyone wants to focus in on your own skill set, but you have another teammate here in Deuce Vaughn who has all the skills of what everyone's looking for in a type running back. What does he bring to the table, and what are some skills that will make him different at the NFL level?
Number one, he has the heart, and he has a capability to he's very smart. He watches film almost every day. Like me being his roommate, he watches film every day. And people say that he can't block, but I don't know if you guys seen the tape. This man was pancaking a lot of people, especially the very first run in South Dakota. This man pancaked somebody. And Iowa State, he was great on the run when he's not getting the ball. So I feel like he's a very slept on draft prospect in this NFL draft, and I feel like whatever team that picks him up, they're going to have a great success with him in the future.
Who are some pass rushers that you try and model your game after that you enjoy watching on film?
Oh, Max Crosby, because he has a high motor and he uses his hands a lot. That's something I want to use. Something I want to instill in my pass rush too, is use my hands more, and that's why I see Max Crosby, and also J.J. Watt. He's obviously a relentless rusher too, and he's very good, and he never quits. He never quits after he does his first move. That's something I harp on a lot in my game.
Felix, when I saw you go back and forth with Tyler Steen in the playoff game, I'm just wondering what your impressions were of that matchup and how it was going up against him.
It was pretty good. It was not the best tackle I went against my whole season. I feel like Anton Harrison was the best one I went against my whole season. There were a lot of times I beat him. I got a holding call. I don't know if you've seen that one. I could have went to the quarterback, but I was frustrated about that one. But it was a good matchup though. It was pretty good going against him.
Why Harrison? Why is that discussion?
He just has quick feet. He has aggressive hands, and honestly, like he's just I feel like he's probably the best tackle here in this draft class, in my opinion.
Do you feel like you're a pretty long strider? It seems like when you rush the passer, you feel like that's your sort of biggest advantage. Is kind of.
I kind of switch it up a little bit. Sometimes a long stride. Sometimes I just. It's just depending on what type of tackle it is. If he's fast, if he's slow. I gotta get a feel of him and see how he is, so I can determine what pass rush moves I work against him.
Felix, it feels like that most people try to go through their process very quickly when it comes to going up against offensive tackles. And every offensive tackle is different, but how many reps is it before you can kind of figure out where your weaknesses are?
I give it about probably like 6 reps, because there be times I try to still bull rush, so I keep on hitting him with the bull rush. So he's gonna obviously try to no, okay, I'm gonna sit on this because I know he's trying to bull rush me again. So once I hit him with that, then I do a fake bull rush and swipe across like Texas Tech I did, and then that's how I got to the quarterback. So it's just a process, just setting up a tackle, just to know how to basically attack that week, really.